Michelle Betos is unquestionably Racing Louisville FC's leader, but today meant so much more. The veteran has embraced this chance to lead and mold younger players on an expansion team, and as she enjoys another win with this group, she savors it by continuing to lead like the person who molded her. A keeper is a lone leader, standing tall between the posts, looking out for everyone else.
I feel like a big part of my job is helping the people in front of me succeed. I really care about the girls and I really want them to do well.
That selflessness for Racing Louisville captain Michelle Betos came from a former keeper.
He would give me all these random tips and I'd say, Dad, what do you know? And he never wanted to tell me he played professionally because he didn't want me to feel pressure. And it probably wasn't until I was a teenager that he said, I was a professional goalkeeper. And I was like, what?
It built a special soccer bond, one she wears with her father Luke Betos' number on her back.
Literally didn't want a shirt at Christmas, even if it wasn't a soccer shirt that didn't say Betos and my number on the back.
The calls between the two came after every match and practice.
All he did was tell me I was the best, and it didn't matter what I did. My mom's begging, pleading for the team to kick it away, and my dad's cheering for the other team to shoot.
He wanted more shots. Me, I'm like, keep it away, please.
All he wanted to do was see me under the pump, see me make saves. He didn't care. I think I didn't actually even realize this as much until I lost him, is how much of a source of confidence he was.
It's something Luke carried on his own through a cancer battle. The disease started in his prostate and spread to his bones.
Diagnosis happened in 2012 and I didn't find out till December 31st, 2019.
He said he broke his collarbone and we didn't really understand how, but she took him to the hospital.
The doctors kind of pulled out 100 pages of notes of treatments and everything he had been through. And it was an incredible shock to my family.
We were like, what cancer? He said, this has been going on for 8 years.
We begged to know why he wouldn't tell us, and he just said, I just didn't want to upset you guys. I just wanted you guys to live your lives, and I was going to fight this, and I was going to beat it, and tell you about it afterward.
Betos spent as much time as she could at the hospital.
The intake nurse called me at work to set up things and straighten everything out, and she said, I've been with him 5 minutes and I know how proud he is of his daughter.
He told her to report for the OL Reigns preseason.
I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay with him, of course, and he refused.
And as the NWSL season approached, COVID-19 came.
So I just FaceTimed with him every day. My mom couldn't even go to the hospital. It was an awful, awful time. Then when it just became clear that he probably wasn't going to make it, they gave my mom 15 minutes with him. So she rushed to the hospital, got me on FaceTime.
I actually said you fought as hard as you could and we appreciate it. Go in peace.
We just said he didn't have to fight anymore, and honestly he passed away 5 minutes later because I think all he was doing was holding on for us, and we just gave him permission to go.
Luke Betos passed away in May of 2020 at the age of 74.
It was definitely the hardest thing I've ever been through.
But in this stadium that can seat 15,000, one mother and one father proudly watch their daughter on Father's Day.
He's, sitting in the stands or flying over the goal or, however that works. I can feel his presence always.
It means the world for me to be here and for her, for me to be here.
And a captain carries his spirit.
There's a lot of her in that. She's very generous. And she wants to give the young players what she had or more.
He just loved fiercely and was so passionate. And I think I carry that. I hope I make the people around me feel the way he made everyone feel.
To show you how Luke hiding his diagnosis was even more emblematic of him, consider this. He was a Vietnam veteran, but he didn't even tell his parents that he was on the front lines of the war until after it was over. Just an unbelievable man, Shay. But something I want to emphasize to everybody at home is that when you have an expansion team, there's so many young players. And Michelle Betos is someone who saw women's soccer grow from something where envisioning a 15,000 seat stadium was not going to be a thing. So I think it's so important to emphasize that she embodies this spirit of her dad, who was such a leader and looked out for others, because that's what she has to do for this group, and she's done it so far, just playing outstanding soccer.
That's a really special story. Thank you so much. A good Father's Day story for us tonight.
Absolutely.
All right, Griever, thank you so much.
No problem.